So from my side, thank you to all the press people. It's wonderful to have you guys behind us and at the games and everything. So thank you for that. Secondly, it's at the end. It's the end of the start, because this only for us was the start, guys. It was the start. We've got a few processes in place. The big work is still to come. We just showed the ladies the program for going forward, right every day up to the World Cup. So they all know it's going to be massive. And it's been a great privilege. Thanks for all the organisers for this campaign as well. It's one more game left, and one more game that we really want to show the people out there what we stand for.
I just want to Cindy, I just want to take it back in 2018 in PE back at the time, but now in Kabega. It was 2018. It was practice. You guys were practicing on the field. It wasn't the set piece wasn't functioning properly, and guys couldn't kick the ball and so forth. But looking forward to now, I mean, how far do you think you guys have you guys have progressed to now to score set piece tries and being very dominant at scrum time and be able to kick the balls?
I think our development did a very great job with the ladies that we have now for the forwards that we have, and the coaches that they put their work. I feel like we are in a good space and we are doing so much better as compared to 2018 that we are mentioning now. And I feel like our set pieces are working in a very good way. We can scrum and mold for penalties. We can mold and scrum for tries. So it's something good for us.
And Cindy, you must be happy starting this week after coming from the bench last week.
For us, any position or any place that we are in, it's also like you will have to make sure that you have impact. So in regardless of starting from the bench or starting from the starting lineup, it's the same thing. You must go in and know exactly what is expected of you.
Because you get an opportunity to start this weekend, I mean, what's going through your mind for this one game?
Yeah, I think like Cindy just said, it's similar, like being part of the starting lineup this whole week, being working hard, being part of that group. Must say was a bit nervous maybe in the beginning of the week, but we put in a lot of work and feeling prepped and ready for the game.
Coach, just in terms of the changes in the team, we've had a couple of injuries. How are you feeling about the starting?
Yeah, I must say it's sad about the injuries, but that's part and parcel of the game. Always an opportunity for the next player to come to the fore. We still sticking to our rotational system and combinations. Try this and work it like that, and then especially not only combinations on the field, but who's it better to come off as an impact player or not, because the captain said it so well, and we've seen it with the men's side. Sometimes your better players can't start, if I've got to put it that way. You've got to have a certain teams you want to finish really well, and that's why the bomb squad idea that we took from the men is working with this group as well, and they bought in. But then just saying that, from player 24 to the rest of the squad, they are so supportive. They carry the bottles. They cheer when we give jerseys. So that the backbone are really, in my opinion, them. Not just the first 15 and then the bomb squad, but the rest as well. Because when injuries come, you need those girls to be ready, and they are ready, believe me. And it's wonderful to see the reaction under the players when a new player like Ngliki is coming in now. They said, well done, and go cheer and go crazy. So it makes it all worth your while at the end of the day.
You want the bomb squad impact, but of course the first half or first 15 minutes, you want a good start as well. Last week was a bit difficult, and then your last quarter you came back, but will result in a better start this time.
There's a few things you try and do. You look at your warm-up, you look at the team talk, who's doing what, are they oversight, why are you not starting well? Sometimes it's the opponent starting just very well, but it's a one thing we did address. The captain will tell you we really focused this week on starting well.
Skipper, just in terms of Italy, what challenge do you expect from you? I know last year was a difficult game, some cards and injuries, but any better this time around?
I think for us, this is our last game of the tournament. We have to give everything that we have, and I think our preparation was good. We know exactly what is expected from us, from attacking side and from defensive side. We work on both, so we just give it all. That's it.
As the Minister of Defence playing 13 this weekend, can you just speak about the Italian team? In the top 5, the running meters, have got 2 players I mean, what are you expecting from certain players, especially in the battle?
Yeah, playing Italy with coming with waves and stuff. It's just a lot of communication and connecting with my 12 and the rest of the defensive line, which we've covered at the training. Yeah, it's going to challenge us, but we already have worked on how we're going to stop the layers of attack, and also how we just going to kill the space before the attackers come around us.
Zintle, it's your second week starting next to Misa. Can you just speak about that center combination? How is it playing alongside her? I mean, she's a bulldozer when she has the ball. Like, how are you finding, playing alongside her?
It's like Cindy said from the start as well, no matter the combination, as long as you know the job that you're coming to bring to the team, that means a lot. And with playing with Tumisa grew up with me, play cricket together, so we understand each other very much, and it's another opportunity for me and her to express ourselves and our combinations. And I really think we understand each other and listen to each other very well, which is why we think our combination works better.
Coach Rice, so what is the plan to next year's Rugby World Cup with this team? It's the final swan song today or this weekend for this year, but then we're going into the World Cup year next year. So what's the plan until next year?
Look, you've got your micro plan, and then from there, that's for Saturday. But the big plan is this is just a building block. Certain things we want to achieve. Our defence coach want to see if we can stop the layered attack. We'll have to do that in the World Cup. The scrums, we want to still go next level. The mauling, we want to make sure that we're ready starters. So that's all the plans for this week. But then in the big picture, Katu, for World Cup, there's still a lot of work to be done, especially from a strength and conditioning point of view, and making every position stronger and better. That's the big plan. That's the big plan. Last weekend, you guys ladies played against Australia. Quite a big crowd on the opposite side of the field. Very cheerful. Sia was there with the Lumbo as well. So I mean, just a message for the fans. Will come to support this weekend.
When it comes to fans, it's something that we want more. So guys, please come out and support us. Hearing you from the outside means a lot. That it also gives us the energy to go forward. So please come and support us.
Just in terms of the defence, obviously the Aussies played with a lot of width last week, and it was sometimes difficult to stop the offloads there. What's the plan this time around? Are you prepared for that, or do you think we must all just go for the big hits and try to play the up?
This weekend I think it's going to be totally different. Like you said, Aussies try to play around us, and I think Italy is also trying to play close to one another, and I think Coach Bafana really worked hard on us not staying alive on both sides. So I'm thinking this weekend we're really going to work together, connected as a team, and whatever they bring, we're going to sort it out at that time.
And just in terms of the Italy pack, are you confident you can get that same dominant scrums, lineouts you want to mold as well?
Yes, that one of the things we just want to challenge them there, but we're going to stick up, make sure that we put on our processes on, and step by step, our aim is to make sure that we dominate them on the scrums as well and the lineouts. But we want to make sure that we don't lose our processes on that, and maybe get more penalties and have tries from that.
And then they will also want to score a few more tries there.
Yeah, it's always good to score more try. I mean, in the week we train our mauls and our scrums and our lineouts a lot. So getting that try from that is very rewarding.
Coach Rees, you speak about like the longer term plan. It must be nice to be at a place where you're improving at a time where women's rugby is so competitive. I mean, teams are causing upsets all over the world, WXV2 and so forth. So it must be nice to be in the mix where you can also have a chance to upset bigger teams.
For sure, yeah. The focus, I must say, is on us, and I'm so proud of everyone. In the big picture. That's why, and women's rugby all over the world has been there, but we're definitely catching up on them. And in that regard, I got to say, part of this process, and to answer your question, it's a big picture thing. From Rianne Rolse and Dave Wessels, all right, through you media guys, our management, how good they are, and the coaches, and everything. I've been with professional men's rugby for years, and I'm very, very surprised the way they're approaching this women's league. This is as professional as any team I've been with, from every department. the dietitians, how they work, how they train. They're really giving it everything. You know, it's a mammoth effort. And the coaches that I sort of got, man, they're good coaches and they're lovely to work with. And I think it's a bigger picture than everyone is realizing. That's why I want to add to what the captain said. People come out. Something is happening. This women's rugby bus is moving, and the question is who's on the bus and who's not. It's really, if this bus is going to start gathering speed, it's going to be a fast bus, I promise you.
Everybody happy? Okay. Thanks. Coaches, just one or two one-on-ones for Super Sport.
Listen, who was that one tuning us when she walked past? Did you see that?
Bye-bye.
Baba.
2:15.